This is the Garmin Astro DC-50. It's the latest in a line of GPS tracking collars Garmin's been developing. This unit combines all sorts of features that we've built up over time, making it a much tougher product than what we've had before. The DC-50 is very similar to the Garmin Alpha TT10. The design is almost identical. It is not compatible with the Alphas, but it's very similar in design. Probably the best thing that they've done is that they've moved the GPS reception antenna back to the top of the unit. The DC-40, they moved it down to the bottom, and it took some time to get it where we wanted it as far as picking up signals. And too many times we had reception issues with, especially with the early collars. They tweaked the software to make it better from a reception standpoint. But in the end, moving the GPS antenna back up to the top is probably the best thing for everybody. For those of you that have older collars, it's a much more similar design to the DC-30. We've got that up on top. Big difference here though is that unlike the 30, we're using the plastic coated glow straps. The GPS antenna is attached through a plastic sleeve here that the collar strap slides through. And so all of your connectors are through the plastic pieces as far as the wires that run from the GPS antenna back down to the electronics. So we're not going to have the issues that we have with the DC-30 as far as a collar strap that just isn't going to hold up over time. One of my favorite things about the DC-50 is the new antenna. Garmin has gone to a steel cable antenna. Much tougher than what they had on the DC-30 or the DC-40. Instead of having plastic and wires that go through it, it is strictly just a cable antenna. They're very tough. It's the exact same style antenna that we have on the TT10s, and over a year I have seen, I think, one that got damaged. So just really tough. It's going to hold up in the field. Much better than what we had on the DC-30 or the DC-40. They're also going to have two versions of this antenna. There's going to be the long range antenna, which is what this is, and then it's also going to come with a slightly shorter antenna. Folks that might not need as much range and don't want quite as long of an antenna, you've got about a 4-inch shorter antenna. And so you can switch that out pretty simple if you need just a shorter antenna. Both of those are going to be included with the unit. Little bit bigger battery, got a little bit longer runtime, about 4 hours. And so that's a good thing. We're always looking for longer battery life on this unit. Overall, it's just a much tougher package. Garmin has done a really good job of listening and talking to their customers and developing something that's going to hold up in the field better. And while the DC-40 did a good job for us, the 50 is just a stronger, tougher unit, and I think folks are going to be much happier with it in the end.